here's the first Jamstack update for 2023. I've got a few things going on in parallel, so let's talk through them one by one. I kicked off a little experiment before the holidays in the old year. I wanted to know, how do users react if instead of having GitLab pages in the settings menu, we'll put it into deployments? So I've developed a quick experiment feature flag that does exactly that for half of our users, and then track the interactions to see where more people get started with pages. Originally, I had planned to track the first results over the holidays, but we discovered a bug with the experiment, so I spent part of last week revising and fixing that. Now, the experiment has been running since the start of this week. The second part of my work has been centered around the Cloudflare integration. This is just taking a huge amount of time because just about nothing has been working either as documented or even at all. So I'm trying to identify the areas where we need to update our integration stocks as I go and learn the intricacies of our integration system as I go along. It's tedious work and slow work, so I'm still not making the progress I was hoping for. But all this work opens up a lot of time while, I'm waiting for GDK to reconfigure or something to install. During that time, I've been toying with something else, and that excites me a lot. Over the holidays, I had already played around with V8 isolates after Hannes had been using them very successfully with Rails. Only I've discovered a nice package that wraps it for Go. And it turns out that V8 isolates are so much easier to use than I had anticipated, really. So I could use them to execute JavaScript within Go. Here's a little web server I built in Go, very much similar to our Pages server, just simpler. Here I have a little JavaScript file that exposes a handler function that in turn returns a response object. You see, I've configured this to return a 418 I'm a teapot status, and as a body, I have some JS object, including the original URL from the request. Now, if I run this Go server, it compiles the JavaScript. And now if I make a request to the Go server, Go will call the JavaScript handler function and then proxy the results back. And here you go. For 18, I'm a teapot, and the object that we expected. Now, the wrapper that I've been using allows me to compile unbound scripts ahead of time and create script caches, which means that I might be able to not have to keep those JavaScript processes running expensively all the time, and yet still have a great cold start performance. It might actually be quite easy to integrate this into our existing Pages code. And imagine what we could do if GitLab Pages itself can run JavaScript functions. Imagine what a huge benefit this would be for self-managed, with GitLab being the off-the-shelf software where you can run JS, kind of lambdas on your own hardware. I'm not shifting priorities right now. I'm still working on the Cloudflare integration, but I will keep this in the back of my head. As always, I'm really looking forward to feedback. Contact opportunities are below the videos. I'd especially love to know your personal opinion on the Pages menu position. And I also really want to know what you think about me running JavaScript in Pages. Okay, links are below. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.